up everybody, T-Cash here, and welcome to episode 2 of Building in Joshua Tree, California. Now if you guys hadn't seen episode 1 aired 13 months ago where I acquired some land with the intent of building a home or maybe 2 homes on the lot that were around 1,000 to 1,200 square feet. Now it took 13 months to today, and today I'm happily here to announce that my plans have been approved for one single family residence that is 1,456 square feet. So I'm super excited to kind of share with you guys what happened in those 13 months, why it took so long, and what we're looking to do now going into the future with these plans. But regardless guys, thank you for waiting, and let's get right to this video. I'm going to break down everything, so if you're looking to build in Joshua Tree, this should be able to help you so you don't have to wait 13 months as well from acquiring your land. So stay tuned to this video, and like always guys, make sure you like, comment, and turn those post notifications on for some more fire content. Let's get to it. This is my home that I am looking to build. We have plans on building sometime in the next month. Now this home is 1,456 square feet. It is a 2-bed, 2-bath, and it sits on 2.5 acres in Joshua Tree, California. I am super excited to get these plans started, and it is taking a long time. So I want to break down really why it took me so long to get these plans approved by the city, and really what took so long to really get started. So let's get to it. All right, so the number one reason why it took me so long to get these plans approved is because really this is my first time doing a new development. And when you're doing a new development, there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle that you have to put together. And that goes from architects, surveyors, perk tests, grading engineers. The list goes on and on and on. So I take to tell you, it took me 4 different architects to get the right drawing and the right plan together. I wanted something really special on this lot. It was 2.5 acres. I was able to source it off market, and it was just a really good location with great views. So I didn't want to just plop up anything on this property. I did want something very special. And here's what really took me so long with the architects. So my first architect came from Fiverr. I spent $875 for this architect to draft up some plans. After the architect sent me the plan, I sent it to a friend who worked in the area, and he laughed at them and told me the city would laugh at these plans as well. I tried to get my money back from Fiverr, and I guess I'm not gonna get that money back, but it was just money wasted. And I do, a lot of times the issue that I do, I try to cheap things out, and that was the consequence of cheaping things out. I wasted barely a month and a half with those plans. And then the hassle of trying to communicate with the person from Fiverr because he was overseas and didn't really know the type of image that I want was a hassle in itself. Then I was able to find another architect, a local architect in the area for very cheap. I did see some questionable reviews on his Yelp page, and I don't know why I said maybe he won't have those issues with me. Come to find out, the design just wasn't modern, it wasn't something special, and he was very slow. There was times he wasn't even communicating with me. So guys, listen to those reviews if you're looking for an architect, and definitely listen to those reviews. All right, so my third architect happened to come from Mexico. He had some great looking designs. I found them on Instagram, and they really looked super special. He came out with this beautiful design for me, and it was everything that I had, and we communicated through Zoom calls. But when I happened to show his plans to a local friend of mine who is a certified architect in California, he told me there's a lot of things that aren't up to code in California, so that kind of delayed another month for me. And he told me I was better off, taking the concept idea, having a California architect scratch the designs and start over ground up. So that's what I was able to do, and I found my 4th architect, a local guy in California who took the designs, made it according to California code, and was able to work super fast and super efficient to get my plans approved. So I was super grateful for that. But going through 4 architects was an issue for me. And for you guys going into a new development or a new land development anywhere, my number one suggestion is use referrals and use people who are local to your area. I think that's gonna be your best bet of 1, efficiency, and 2, timing. So That was number one reason why it took so long. So after I got the architectural drawings together, that was just one piece of the puzzle. So there was a lot of other things that were needed for city approval for my plans. And now you're gonna have to bring to the table architectural drawings, a site plan, perk tests, a survey report, engineer grading plans, and structural engineered plans. Now that's just a few of the things that you need. It's pretty much most of what you need to get your plans approved. Depending on city to city, there could be other various things that you will need to get your plans approved, but really right here is the main bulk of things that you will need. And a lot of people are trying to build right now. A lot of people are developing right now. You might not get somebody who's gonna come out next week. There were some people that had to wait, 4 or 5 weeks to get out to my site to do a site plan. And that was just the wait that I had to do. It's mainly due to demand of people trying to build and do new developments. Putting all these pieces to the puzzle definitely took a long time. And that was probably my most time consuming thing throughout this whole process. So number two, what took me so long to get these plans accepted was capital. Getting architectural drawings, getting the site plan, getting the survey report, getting everything that was needed, and plan submittal fees were a lot. So I spent around $40,000 to get these plans approved. And these are just soft costs. Now, a lot of this does come from trial and error. Like I said, I did go through 4 architects. So, there was a lot of other issues that I did go through during this process as well. Needless to say, I do think you guys could do this with around $30,000 given that you use the right resources and the right people. So capital, I didn't think it would cost $40,000 to get my plans approved. And we're not even talking about land acquisition. So definitely budget accordingly. On the low end, I do think you could do it for around $25,000. Expect to spend, in my opinion, around $30,000 in just all soft costs. Maybe in another video I can go and break down everything, every cost of everything that went into this project, so you guys know kind of what to expect going on into it. But expect something around that for you to get your plans approved. So number 3, the third reason why it took me so long to get these plans approved was corrections in city dispatch. So when I first submitted my plans to the city, it was around November. The first thing they told me was almost no one gets their plans accepted on the first try. Expect around 3 to 4 times resubmitting your plans to the city. Some cities can take up to a month, some can take up to 6 to 9 months to submit your plans back. Now, my first plan dispatch took me like a month and a half. So let's say 45 days. Now, with that being said, when the city dishes your plans back, you have to make sure your architect is not super busy with work. Now, he can take another 2 to 4 weeks to do his corrections. You might need your engineer to do some corrections as well. And on top of that, you have to reschedule an appointment to go back to the city. So, that alone could take a long, long time, from corrections, dispatch, going back to the city, waiting again, getting your plans dispatched, and going back again. With that being said, that was kind of a long process in itself. It took me about 4.5 months from my first submittal to get my plans accepted. After that. So some could say that's pretty good timing, especially in California, but I was pretty satisfied with how well my guys were able to do the corrections, dish it back to the city, and do it again, dish it right back to the city. It was sometimes where the city dished my plans back on Monday, and I was able to go back on Thursday to resubmit. And I was super grateful that my guys were able to do that, and I'm always looking for efficient and people who are really fast on their turnaround time. But that can be very, very tough to find today with everyone trying to build. Definitely keep that in mind when you guys are submitting your plans to the city. Alrighty, so that's what took me so long to get these plans approved. 13 months, it is what it is. I don't definitely think the next time it won't take me 13 months at all. I kind of feel like it's like learning how to ride a bike, and now I know how to ride a bike, and now I can just kind of go and now use all these resources that I put together, develop honestly anywhere I want to now that I know what's needed, what to look for, and what to expect. What's next? So what's next is we're going to break ground. I have a builder ready who's quoted me to build this home at $325 a square foot. Kind of expensive, but I do have a very modern design with a lot of glass in it, so the windows are going to be quite costly in this design. I'm going to be utilizing a private construction lender who will be funding majority of this construction cost. I like this lender specifically because I'm able to come to them with pre-developed plans and they add all of that into it with the construction costs and fund me a percentage of that. So I don't have to come out really too much out of pocket. I can go and talk on that more in another video as well if you guys are interested in learning how to source or fund your new construction. Now, one of the things that the construction lender does is that they bring out an appraiser to appraise your renderings or drawings and to make sure that they're not funding a deal that's not going to be worth more than what it costs to build. So I was thankful that this drawing or this set of drawings right here appraised for $900,000. So when it's all said and done, this house will be worth $900,000. Now at $325 a square foot, multiplied by 1,456 square feet, that is going to cost me this much to build this home. And I have the idea, I don't want to get wrong, but it's going to cost me this much money to build this home, and the home is going to be worth $900,000 when it's all said and done. So there's at least around $300,000 of equity that's going to be in that property when it's all said and done. And my goal is to bird out, to refinance it on a 30-year note when we're all said and done, pay the hard money lender back, take some money out for my own personal use, and to reinvest that money into other land development deals and other new construction deals, and then Airbnb this property out and make a pretty solid cash flow from it. So I'm super happy and I'm super grateful to have acquired this land and to have been really diligent to get these plans accepted. So let me know what you guys think about these designs. If you have any questions on getting started with your new development, feel free to message me, feel free to hit me up, feel free to ask any questions in the comments below. And if you guys want me to touch base on another video of cost, of plan permitting, or anything, let me know. And like always, guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you waiting those 13 months for me to get these plans accepted and for another video. But like always, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for some more fire content. I'm out.